Hello, everybody, and welcome to sort of a continuing showcase on the refined storage. I talked about use cases. In other words, more than just the sorted storage here. I talked about, you could use them for other things as well. And I thought, you know what, I might as well just talk about that and set up a few little demos here on some of the stuff that you can do with it. One of the things, I had set this up with the mechanical furnace and stuff. One problem with doing that is the fact that these import monitors only take one at a time. So sometimes if you get double items like that, it's not going to take it as a double item. It's going to just take it as a single item. So I made some changes here. I just put this and I'm dumping the ores right in there. And then over here, I've still got my export. It's stuff is coming out of it, but it's set to the ores here. It's set to these items. And then the mechanical furnace will go ahead and convert it into the regular ores, the ingots and whatever. And since it's not going into the import monitor, you get both. You get all of the stuff. So you'll get the double, the double ingots and double items when you use a mechanical furnace this way. So that's just something to keep in mind. Now I've got the coal going in there like that, but like I said, sometimes you won't get every single piece. It'll only pick up one of the items. So I mentioned using this to generate bone meal, and so I've got this little demos thing set up. This is how I've got it set up in my flat world. So I've got some botany pots going here. I've got a chopper going here. I've got the vacuum hopper here, and it just pulls items up and then dumps them into the import storage. And then here, we've got different items. Let's see. What do I got it set on? Let's set it to fast. I think I got it set on slow. So as items go into the storage system, now it'll be apple. It's I'm not sure what the order is here, but it's apples, leaves, and saplings, I do believe. And so right now we're not getting anything. Well, there we go. See, and then it goes in here. It ends up in the compost. See, there it goes. So yeah, because your botany pots will produce. The saplings that produce the leaves, that produce sticks, that produce the wood, and apples as well. So I've got all of that going in here, and of course your chopper here will do whatever. When the leaves decompose, they'll just pick up whatever it is, and that way you have a steady stream of bone meal coming in here. Because otherwise you're going to throw that stuff away because you're probably not going to use it. So yeah, that's a nice little system. So basically you just have a hopper on top of a composter, and then underneath the composter is another hopper, and then that just goes into a chest, and all of those just go into the hopper, and it just filters down into the composter. Really, really simple. Now, if you got the over enchantment mod installed, where you get all these fancy custom enchantments and stuff, you're going to need a lot of glass. And so what I did is I set up a couple little glass factories here, two different kinds, so, kind of two different ways of doing it. But I've got sand being made here, so yeah, I've got a bunch of cobblestone gets converted into gravel, then it gets converted into sand, and then it gets dumped into the system. So here, I've got this little system set up with just the export monitors. So the top row is the sand, and then this bottom row here, and I've got it set on very slow, is the coal. And the coal goes into the furnace here, like so. And then it just continually fills these furnaces. It gets smelted down into glass, and that's just a continuous process. Does it completely all the 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no time off for holidays. So yeah, that'll just continue to do its thing. And even though I've got these, look like I got them blocked off, yeah, they do work. So yeah, it's kind of weird. I probably should maybe move those back a little bit, just so it's a little clearer on what's happening. Yeah, you probably want to, let me grab one of those. Oh, that's probably not going to work. What you probably want to do is set it, I mean, it's working. No, not that. Set it up like this. That way it's a little clearer on what's going on. That's a little bit confusing, I think. And then you just, let's grab that. And then you just add these here. This might be a little clearer on what's going on. It did seem to be working, though. Come on, jump. There we go. Whoop. Come on. All right. So we want to set there, 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 and there. And then set it on slow, I guess. Actually, it probably should be very slow. There we go. That's a little clearer on what's going on there. But it did work the other way as well. But yeah, this just, it just feeds in the coal and it feeds in the sand, and it does it directly without any sort of, oh, so there's that guy. So over here is the same thing, except that it's a little set up a little different. I used mine carts. So what does it, as you can see, the sand comes into here, and it ends up in this mine cart. We can turn that mine cart off and take a look at it. Oh, it's already gone through. But as it comes in here, it'll fill into this mine cart. Now you could set up one of these auto loaders where it'll sit here until it gets loaded, and then it'll take off. But I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And then this is your coal here, and coal goes into the system. Now this one isn't really working too well because I've got all that sand. Most of the sand's headed over to that one right there, but it is working. But anyways, it's just to show you how to, how you would set this up using mine carts. On my flat world, I have a super smelter like this, and I use mine carts on it. Although I don't have it hooked up here, I just manually load it because it's just, I don't really use it that often. I do use it for smelting up glass, though, because glass is definitely a thing. But I've got tons and tons of sand. I don't have a sand system set up because I just had so much sand from before. So, anyways, just some use cases on these. So you can use this for bone mealing, for setting up a glass thing. I mean, there are other uses here as well. And this little trick right here might serve you well as well in your production system. That way you won't be losing any items. And it's just a quirk of this particular thing. It's just the way you have to deal with it. So, yeah. So this little gizmo, broke it. This little gizmo works really well, and I got this set up on my flat world as well. And I'm getting tons and tons of bone meal, and I don't have a mob farm set up either. It's just I'm getting stacks of bone meal from this just from it running continuously. As the botany pots, I have the botany pots. They're set up on it, and they just continually produce these products, and they just go in here, and just over time as you're doing other stuff, all that stuff will add up. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little, since I had mentioned some use cases of the refined storage, I thought I would just show you some of the different uses for them. So anyways, I appreciate it. Hope it was helpful. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye-bye now.